welcome back to my channel. I am very excited for today's video. It has been so long since I've done some spring cleaning or just cleaning in general on this channel. You guys know I love home decor, I love decorating, I love making my home look beautiful from the outside, but today we're going to be tackling what's on the inside. We're going to be cleaning. I have a list of a bunch of things that I want to get done today or even just in the next couple days as I get the time to do so, but I'm definitely one of those people where I have to be in the mood to clean, and I feel like I woke up today and I was like, today is a cleaning day. So we are going to be doing it together. And if you like this video, you like seeing cleaning videos on my channel, and it motivated you to tackle something in your home today, make sure that you subscribe down below and you give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me to know what you guys like to see, and leave this emoji in the comments down below if you are going to be cleaning with me today. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and get started. It is a gloomy day today. It's a perfect day to turn on a podcast or listen to music and just get a bunch of stuff done. So we are going to start in the kitchen because this place is not looking so great. The aftermath after everybody leaves for school and work is literally no joke. Whenever I'm cleaning, I find that I really like to start with little wins, things that are really easy to do, really fast to do. And for me, that is tackling this kitchen. Even though it looks like it is horrendous, it was horrendous at the time, I can usually get dishes done pretty quickly. This whole entire kitchen reset probably took me about 20-25 minutes or so to do, and that included moving around the camera and getting the good angles, checking for lighting and things like that. But I just think that's a really good tip to get into cleaning, get yourself into a cleaning mode, is to start with some easy things that are easy to cross off the list, and then you can move on to the more time-consuming tasks on your list.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
The next thing I wanted to work on was our silverware drawer. So we got this wooden silverware organizer off of Amazon quite a while ago, and so far it's been working pretty well, except the orientation of it wasn't exactly what I thought would be the most functional. As you can see, it's adjustable on the top and bottom there. You can sort of make them wider or skinnier depending on the size of your drawer. So first I wanted to give it a good clean out. I vacuumed out the whole drawer and gave it a rough clean with a surface spray just to make sure it was nice and clean before we put everything back in. And as I mentioned before, I did mess with the orientation a little bit. I believe this is actually the intended way to use it. And in terms of organizing the silverware, I organized it pretty much the same way. All the different forks and spoons are paired together. I have a couple little ramekins that have little bottle openers, corks, and things like that. And then what worked out really nice is there's that really skinny compartment over on the right hand side, and that's perfect for our knife. That way it's out of reach, it's not rolling around everywhere. And so far this new system has been working really well.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
Next up is cleaning out the microwave. I noticed that this really needed a good cleaning. We don't have any of those plastic covers or anything like that that you put over your food while you're heating it up. We do our best to cover our food in the microwave so that way it doesn't get everywhere, but evidently we can't prevent all of it. So I cleaned the door, I cleaned the inside, and I also cleaned the little turntable that sits inside, and this really doesn't take that long. So if this is something that's on your to-do list, it's actually really simple to do. It's also just very satisfying to see a nice white microwave, even though it'll end up getting dirty probably like 2 days later.
Gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at this beautiful.
This next thing was not on my list, but as I was going through the cupboards and trying to figure out what I wanted to clean in this video, I noticed how much TLC this spot needed. As you can see, our toaster sits down here and those crumbs just get everywhere. The crumb tray does not catch everything. As you see, our crumb tray on our toaster was definitely full, but it was overflowing. So if you haven't checked the crumb tray in your toaster in a long time, I definitely recommend giving that a look and cleaning that out. Next up is what I'm calling our coffee cupboard. In reality, we don't hold just coffee in here. This is kind of the catch-all for all of our smoothie supplies. We have a recipe box in here, gluten-free flour, hand mixer, just all kinds of things, and it just needed a little bit of order. Although I don't think this cupboard is ever going to be perfectly organized. Even after cleaning this out, I definitely had some more room and things definitely looked nicer, but sometimes you just need to have those sort of drop zones that just function well and aren't necessarily aesthetically pleasing. So first I started by cleaning everything out of this cupboard. Like I said, a bunch of random things that I found in here, even a little kitten baby bottle. Next I gave the shelves a little bit of a rough vacuum and cleaned those out, just so I was putting everything back in a clean space. As I was doing this, it definitely crossed my mind to do this to the rest of the cabinets and just give everything a nice wipe down and clean it out. And I've done that before on my channel, and sometimes that's the way to go, and other times that can be super daunting to take everything out of your cupboards and reorganize and clean everything out. So sometimes doing it in small doses like this is the way to go. So now I'm just condensing down a few things out of their packages, like these chia seeds. I'm combining the 2 containers into a big mason jar. That way we ideally have a little bit more room to organize things and lay things out in a better way. And then I put a little tablespoon scoop in there just because whenever I make smoothies or anything like that, it makes it really easy to get a good amount of chia seeds in there. Next, I'm going through these recipe boxes. I realized that we probably only need one realistically, so I ended up deciding to keep the wooden one just because it was really good quality. And you guys know that I love my neutrals, I love my wood tones, so I'm going through all of the recipes in here. I'm sort of sorting them out and putting them in categories, getting rid of any recipes we haven't used in a while, any blank pieces of paper or anything that don't need to be in there. And it was just a really simple way to downsize a little bit. This cupboard didn't turn out perfect, but it is a lot more functional and clean. Sometimes all the space or a cupboard really needs is a nice reset, and it just functions 100 times better. To clean out the fridge. I don't know if you guys can tell, or maybe you don't know this about me, but I very much dislike cleaning out the fridge. In past videos where I've cleaned out my fridge, or really just in the past when I just clean out our fridge without filming it, I usually take everything out, clean out the whole thing, and then put everything back. However, this time around I wanted to take a little bit less of an overwhelming approach and kind of go drawer by drawer or section by section, shelf by shelf, that sort of process, because for the most part everything was organized, everything was in its right place. It just needed to be cleaned out, reconfigured a little bit, and I think it worked really well. So if that's something that you don't like, if cleaning out your fridge is something that you really do not look forward to like me, maybe one day go through and figure out what you want for organization without cleaning out anything, and then the next day just go section by section all throughout your fridge, wipe everything down, and put everything back. I think that this worked really well. It made the process feel like it was going a lot faster, and in the end this fridge definitely looked a lot better than when we started. And if you're looking for some general fridge organization tips, you can probably see in this video that I like to group things things together. Now that may be obvious, but I also like to do this based on size. So as you can see in the door, I'm using taller things like condiments and things that we use on an everyday basis and trying to put them all together. I also put dairy together, all the veggies and fruit, yogurt, and of course there are a few areas where just a few miscellaneous things end up, but as long as it functions well, you don't need any of those Pinterest worthy aesthetic containers or anything like that to have a functional fridge.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
So after lunch, I thought that it was a good time to sit down and do some laundry. First, I unloaded the dryer, and then I moved a new load into there. That way it was ready to go for later that night. And I don't know about you guys, but I actually really like to fold laundry. I really like to load everything up in a basket, put in my earbuds, and just fold laundry and take my time. The next thing on my list is something that for some reason I avoid doing a lot, which is cleaning my makeup brushes. Now I'm not sure where all the clips went, but I do just use some hand soap and some hot water to clean all my brushes, and it really doesn't take that long. I even decided to clean all my sister's brushes as well, so if you're like me and you really don't have that many that you use, this process can go pretty quickly. And obviously the more you do this, the better it is for your skin to use these brushes, and I don't think there's a better way to sort of reset yourself and get yourself ready for a new week. This next project is something that's just been sort of sitting in the back of my brain for a while, which is cleaning out this big cabinet that's in our living room. This cabinet mostly acts as sort of our china cabinet. We keep a lot of wine glasses and glassware and things for hosting in here, but we also keep games, puzzles. I have a stash of candles in there for all the different seasons. There's also some old pictures, old books, and old cards, like so many different things that just needed to be organized a little bit. And I also cleaned out a couple of the drawers because we did have a color with diamonds that you'll see later that just literally got all over the place and needed to be cleaned up. So there are a few drawers in this cabinet that aren't going to change very much, but I am going to show you all of the big changes at the end. I'm starting with the more miscellaneous drawers that have different paperwork, and I also found my parents' wedding guest book, which I thought was kind of fun. I looked through that for a second, some old pictures. I found an old painting from my great-grandma Grace. If you're new to this channel, I do have a few of her paintings already on display in my home. She was such a great artist, and I love finding and sort of collecting all of her vintage paintings that she did. But like I said, for now I'm just sort of sorting through everything and trying to condense everything together. And if you see something and you think maybe she should have gotten rid of that, she never uses that, like these doilies and things, I do like to hold on to these because they do have sentimental value to like my mom. I think maybe my grandma or even my aunt made those. We also have a bunch of cards that we made from when we were kids, and my parents just really like to hold on to that stuff. So if I got rid of that, I feel like I would have gotten in trouble for sure. And this drawer on the top in the middle is the one that had the color by diamonds with it. We got this so long ago and we were into it for a while, and then of course as time goes on, your interests change, you get sidetracked by something else, and we just stopped doing it. And at this point, even if we wanted to finish it, which we did try to at one point, the mat was no longer sticky and the diamonds did not want to stick. So unfortunately we had to say goodbye to our little snowman paint with diamonds, and I vacuumed up all of the little pieces in the bottom of the drawer, and I ended up making this my candle stash drawer, I believe. I may move them later, I don't quite remember. But I have all my Bath & Body Works candles. I have spring, summer, Christmas, fall. I have a bunch of different candles in there, and now I'm just going through the remainder of the drawers, picking out everything that belongs in a different place, replacing broken rubber bands apparently for decks of cards, and figuring out where everything is going to land. Before, having an idea of how you want to organize things while you're organizing really comes in handy. I noticed how many decks of cards and different games that we had in this cabinet, and I wanted to condense it down to 2 different drawers. We used to have one, but I thought that having 2 just made a lot more sense, and we had a little bit of extra space anyway. So I put all of our games and puzzles and things all in these 2 drawers, and they're just nice and accessible if we want to figure out something to do on a Friday or Saturday night. And this is basically how everything turned out. It doesn't look a lot different, but of course everything is a lot more organized. Everything has a place now, which I think is key when it comes to organizing and just practicality in general. And probably the most important thing is that this is really easy to upkeep and make sure everything is put in the right spot. Sometimes if organization is too elaborate and not everyone in your household can sort of conform to that, it can make organizing and just keeping your home tidy a lot harder than it needs to be. So in this case, simplicity and function was a lot more important than aesthetics. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to give the whole entire house a vacuum. Of course, in this video, I didn't show me vacuuming every single room in our house, but I promise you I did. I really like to save vacuuming for last, even though it's one of those tasks that can take a little while, just because if I'm dusting or moving things around and things fall on the floor, I can always go through with my vacuum and pick all of that stuff up. So like I've said in past cleaning videos before, I always work from top to bottom. So if you're going to clean a mirror or something on a wall, something up high, definitely do all of those things first and vacuum everything up last. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give the house a good vacuum. I'm going to light a candle, and stay tuned because I have a cute little surprise for you at the end. Today's spring cleaning video. It is crazy how much I got done. The only thing I didn't get to is tidying up my craft room, only because my dad has been working down there all day. He works from home a lot and he has a sort of home office set up in there, and I didn't think it would be a good idea to go down there and film, but I will get to that another day. I got to so much stuff. We started at around like 9:30 and right now it is 3:37, which is absolutely wild. But yeah, we got a lot done today. I am super tired, but after more than 5 hours straight of cleaning, I would not expect anything less. But nonetheless, I hope that I motivated you guys today. And again, make sure you leave this emoji in the comments down below if you cleaned with me today, or if I inspired you to tackle that space that you've been wanting to tackle for a long time, or if you just got some stuff done during today's video. What did you do while watching today's video? I'd be really curious to know. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it, and I can definitely make more videos like this. And make sure you subscribe for a new video every single Wednesday. Lots of homemaking, DIY, and home decor content coming your way, including some room makeovers, patio refresh, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I need a little bit of a reward, and I feel like if you're still watching this video, you definitely need a reward as well. So I am going to be showing you guys the kittens out in our barn right now. They're so cute and I just want to go visit them. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Thanks for spending the day cleaning with me, and I will see you in my next one.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal.